Okay, today you're going to be fitting smart thermostat to a Glowworm boiler. So this is it, MiGo. Well, there's actually two revisions of this as of today. Was it September 25? So there's the original and we've got an updated version. So I'm just going to have a look at the original. They both cost £130 I paid for them. So with the Valent boilers and the Glowworm boilers, you can't really use third-party controls if you want to have smart thermostat functions or weather compensation, load compensation, etc. So we have to go with their own stuff, which they do work really well with the boilers because they're specific for the boilers, but it is a bit of a pain. If you want a particular brand of thermostat, you won't be able to get the full functionality out of it. So just opening the box of the original. Now this is the thermostat that goes in the wall. It's quite light, a little bit tinny. We've got a plus and a minus. These buttons don't click in. Comes with a stand, but as we know, we should be fitting it to the wall with a back plate. This is the back plate, so this will plug into the bus of the boiler. But we are going to need it comes with a plug, so we're going to use up a socket. So whatever we're fitting the receiver, it's going to need a plug socket. So instead of being able to plug straight into the boiler, the power supply has to come from a socket. For me, that's not great because ideally we want to be hiding the wires, but this will do weather comp via the internet. So it requires internet connection and it will connect to your phone and it'll work as a smart learning thermostat as well. So there's plenty of functions there. We're just going to have a look at the updated version, just to see if there's any difference. So we've got instructions. The receiver's a lot bigger, okay, but it looks like we're still going to have to plug it into the wall, unfortunately. And the thermostat itself is a lot smaller than the other one, but it feels a bit heavier. Feels a bit more sturdy. It looks a lot nicer. It's got a physical dial on the front, which is, I like physical dials. It's just a lot easier to do than messing around with buttons, especially these buttons don't click in, like they work on touch. So I think that's an improvement. We'll just see if they have given us a power supply. Yeah, they have. So unfortunately we're stuck with the power supply. I'm not sure why it's specific for the boiler. Why can't we plug straight into the PCB and keep everything neat and tidy? I don't know, but I'm sure there's plenty of good things with this thermostat. One thing I've noticed is the original MiGo does come with a stand, whereas it's not the easiest to put on. And as well, you don't want to be dropping. I wouldn't want to drop this because I could be wrong, but it feels a little bit flimsy. But really we shouldn't be fitting stands because they'll say in the instructions somewhere, here we go. Alright, so we should be mounting it to the wall, so it's giving us consistent, accurate readings. Whereas in a stand, it could be hidden in the corner, stuck by a radiator, somewhere in the wrong place. It can be moved about, so it's not learning correctly. So it's not probably a good thing it doesn't come with a stand. It's forcing us to put it in the right place. Now we're going to compare this to the ClimaPro, which is this is kind of what it's overtaking. Now this is a solid unit, okay, and it will work on load compensation with the boiler. So and there's no plug, so this is just how it's fitted into the boiler, straight into the E-bus. So it'll communicate with the boiler, and the boiler will start to ramp down once we're approaching the target temperature of the room. Right, this will also do weather compensation, but it does it in a different way, more accurate way. So we'd have to have a weather sensor fitted to the outside wall of the house, northeast facing wall, and then we can weather comp this accurately. Whereas with this one, you could I'm guessing you can use it with an outdoor sensor, but it will connect to the internet and it'll pull down local weather data, which won't be entirely accurate because the weather station might be, in our cases, a few miles away inland. So a wired sensor is always better. Okay, but the thing with this one, we mentioned about stands. Now this doesn't, you can't even fix this to the wall as far as I'm aware. So this is never going to give you the correct readings. If we go back to our diagram there, someone correct me if I'm wrong, but it should be fixed 1.5 meters away from any corners, any drafts or any radiators, and it should be in like a common area, a hallway basically. Downstairs hallway is ideal for these. So even though this is brilliant in a lot of ways, it doesn't connect to your phone, so you can't use the app to set up the temperatures, and it doesn't do the remote weather comp. But there's a lot of debate about whether load comp or weather comp is better, if it's better to use them together, or does it matter about the property and the usage patterns. So that's up for debate.